magical mountain, a silent paradise just for me. You ask no questions, it's not as peaceful as it used to be.
Hi everyone, I'm Ruven from San Francisco, and I'm told I have a thick accent, so please forgive me. I am truly a global fairy. I was born in London, grew up in Jerusalem, and came out in Amsterdam. So that's me, and I'd like to welcome you all to our show. The topic today is resistance. What does resistance look like to you? And a few little things. So, after someone finishes performing, and I know you're going to like everyone, show it to them by using your spirit fingers and going like this. I see some of you practicing. That's great, but that's after someone performs. Or if that's for me, oh, thank you so much. And now, without a few more little things. So, by the way, if you're on Facebook, you might be better off coming over to Zoom. You never know what Facebook might do to us. And now, without further ado, let me introduce our first fabulous performer, Glitter Bear. So give it up for Glitter Bear. Give it up for Glitter Bear. And to remind you, the topic of our show is resistance. I did my first resistance when I was a little boy in grade school, in the first grade. Because, you know, I always liked to suck my thumb. That was before I knew I could suck other things. And the teacher said, you only should suck your thumb in bed at dark at night. And I said, no, I'll suck my thumb whenever I want to. And so I did. And our next performer is, I'm very organized, as you can tell. Our next performer, do excuse me, our next performer is Rotem. Oh, Rotem, shalom, מה שלומך רותם? מקווה שהכל טוב. Oh, I so forgot, not all of you speak Hebrew, only Rotem does, and a few others. So, let's give it up for Rotem from Israel, who will do a live performance, and now I get to talk to him first. Shalom, Rotem.
Shalom, hello. How are you,
Hello.
Ruven?
Yeah.
So,
As you know, I used to live in Israel, now I live here. How are you?
I'm okay. My fairy name or my performance name is Charisma. So you may also call me Charisma.
Charisma. בהחלט, inshallah, charisma.
Yes.
תודה רבה, thank you very much. I think we all have a lot to reclaim. One little thing I have to reclaim is Dick's glasses. This here is Dick. I forgot to introduce him at first. He really likes to be called Richard and not Dick. And he'd lost his glasses. Okay. And now, thank you again very much for Charisma. And our next performer is Roque. Roque is from Tennessee. Roque is going to show us a video. So give it up for Roque. Roque. S-System Missionary Position. Hi, we met in San Francisco years ago. I didn't know you changed your name. That makes it a bit complicated. What a moving, heartfelt, important video that is. I hope many people get to see it. And now give it up for okay, also known as sister missionary position. And for our next performer, I need something special, because the next performer, I found out, likes opera, likes drag and glamour. I hope this is glamorous for you. Welcome, everyone. Let's give a big welcome to Faerie Apocalypse. And now is the minute to introduce Faerie Apocalypse. Baruch Hashem for the apocalypse. Thank you, the universe. Keep the apocalypse itself away a little bit longer, but let's welcome Faerie Apocalypse. Well, it's hard to follow a piece like that, so moving and so awfully, awfully, awfully scary. But let's see if with our resistance and whatever we can do. And here's another little resistance story. Richard here, may I take off your sunglasses and your hat? Richard here has not necessarily agreed. He couldn't resist at the time. He just couldn't resist. And there was no choice. Richard had nothing to say in the matter. And he did get this happen to him when he was very, very young. Don't worry, Richard. It will not hurt. It will not hurt. Careful. Very careful, Richard. Think we're doing okay. We're doing okay, Richard. Yes, we're doing really good, Richard. You're fine. You're fine. Don't cry, Richard. You're okay. And some people actually in the Love Lounge might like you like this. But see what happens later. Meanwhile, Richard, you watch from here. And this here will make the perfect. So now, forgetting about circumcision, he had no choice. He couldn't resist at that point. Let me introduce our next performer. Our next performer is Matahari. And I thought Matahari has been dead for 100 years or so. But
No,
maybe I was
me.
wrong. You are here, you're alive and well. Okay. So let's give it up, everyone, for Matahari.
Reuben, it's not Matahari.
Oh my God, mistake. It's not Matahari. So who is it?
Hey, it's me,
Hold
it's
on.
Chivette.
Oh, so sorry, Chivette. And I saw you earlier on. And Chivette, I more or less can even pronounce your name. So I'm so sorry. Give it up for Chivette.
Hello. Yeah, you're pronouncing my name just fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Nice to meet you and see you and to be hosted by you.
Same here. Thank you, Chivette. I'm unmuted. I'm unmuted. It means I can talk. Oh, my scarf keeps falling off. I hope you like my scarf. I know Richard over here would like it back, maybe later. But before that,
Reuben,
I'd like to introduce.
Reuben,
Yes.
one quick thing.
Yes.
If you're on Facebook Live, the show is ending there. So move over to Zoom if you want to see the rest of the show. Thanks for that short announcement.
So see you on Zoom soon. And now, without further ado, for the second attempt, I would like to attempt to introduce Matahari. And again, I thought Matahari, who was a fabulous dancer and a spy, died just over 100 years ago. But it seems like I was wrong. So, hi, Matahari. Well, let's give it up for Matahari. That was a real live act with a lot of feeling, and I think you got many points across. So give it up, show your love for Matahari. And next, before I introduce the next performer, Richard had another chance in life. Richard decided to resist being cut. And here is what Richard did. He took his foreskin away from me. I don't have a scarf anymore. And he tied it up and he tucked it in. And before you know it, there he is again with his foreskin. Yay for Richard! Quite a resistance. Richard is really looking forward to the Love Temple today, now that he has his foreskin back. And now, let me introduce Gio. Oh, is everything okay? Gio is... Yes?
It's okay. I'm so happy for Richard. I'm so happy for Richard.
Oh, thank you. Okay, without further ado, I'm going to introduce Storm, also known as Letitia. And I met Letitia in Brighton Bush, sitting across a long table, one across from one another. We were eating lunch. And before I knew it, Letitia was pulling on my nipples. And I got to pull on her nipples. I texted Letitia and said, would it be okay if I talk about our nipples? And Letitia responded, you know, Reuven, I remember those nipples very fondly. She said fondly, she made my day. Thank you, Letitia. Letitia is going to share a video with us. Letitia is far away in New Zealand. Let's watch Letitia's video.
Reuven, unmute.
I see. Mute, unmute. Life is so much simpler when we can all be together in a beautiful meadow or in a barn in Wolf Creek. But here we are. We have to mute, unmute. So it's the end of a fabulous show. I would like to thank, first of all the performers. And I was trying to get a list of all their names, but you saw how I am with names. So please forgive me. All you performers, you were all beautiful, moving, and what you had to say was so important. From your mouth to God's ear, as my mommy used to say. And now that I thank the performers, we can't forget the crew behind the scenes. We have Timothy, Imaginary, Gio, and Stardust. And we're going to have a dance party, and our DJ is Dorothy Bareket. I believe Dorothy Bareket may also be from Israel. Shalom, Dorothy. And I might be wrong. I've been wrong about lots of details, so sorry. Anyhow, we'll have a dance party. And about 20 minutes later, you know what? And Richard is so excited. We're going to open the Love Lounge. And the link to the Love Lounge will be in your chat, in your Zoom chat. One other thing before I forget is we have also a DJ for the Love Temple. And that's no other but Aspirational Bottom. Couldn't have a better name for a DJ for the Love Temple. So right now we'll thank you for it because we don't think we can do it in the Love Lounge. Thank you, Aspirational Bottom. I think I just like saying your name. And before I forget, there'll be another fabulous Faerie show in 2 weeks from now on August 8th. So put it in your calendars, perform, volunteer to help the crew, help do whatever you can do, and let these performances continue until we can meet again. Bye, everyone.